Hello, everybody, and welcome to the live for today, February 17th, 2026. Holy moly. This is Emily at Spiritual Revolution Healing. And are you ready for today? Well, don't rub with people too close. That's all I'm going to say. Had a few acquaintances, interactions today, and of course, they were children, so they were brutally honest, but they didn't seem like they were having the best day. Not the worst day, but not the highest day. But what's good with children is that they just put it out there, so it just goes. It's really amazing. So much resilience. So thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please, I invite you to like, subscribe, and share, and treat this like a Q&A. I guess I could put this over here. Q&A. So that people know to like comment, ask for what they want. Let me make sure I see the chat here. And so this is how I'm treating this. I'm also learning um, every day about how to do live streaming, and I am also being revealed, you know, how this works. And for me, it seems like what's the most important that I've been told about my live streams is that I think one of the reasons is that I'm here to clear emotional fields. I mean, including mine, um, but that my work is helping out with the solar plexus mutation because I'm so damn sensitive, right? So my particular design, aura, my particular astrology makes me an antenna for feelings. So that's how I can help. um, yeah. Also, like everything is in the solar plexus right now, like and Pisces. That's like so many solar plexus gates. So what I understand is that we're really transforming the way that we're using feelings to gain awareness, but also for now, all we can do is learn how to go through the feelings or just like not hold. I saw like a short or some like online yesterday, and it was like this girl that was doing human design, but she was doing like mini clips. It was so really cool. I wish I remembered her name, but she had this poo poo basically, and she was illustrating how she had come back from work and she literally put the poo poo under the rug, and then her friend's like, "What are you doing? Ew." She's like, "Oh." And then she's like, "What is this?" "Oh, this is something that happened at work or something." And then she's like, "Ew, why you like? Why don't you just get rid of it?" He's like, "Oh, well, I would have to face what happened, and I'd have to like feel the whole thing. Oh, I would like don't look at it, don't smell it, don't look at it. Like I'm just gonna put it under the rug." That was kind of funny, I thought, and it was inspiring because I know that it's difficult sometimes to you know just like take it 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute pause to just release what happened, face what happens every day, everywhere, in every interactions. Um, and just really make sure that we're always uh, starting anew every day on a clean plate. So that's kind of like my job, if you want to say it like this. So without further ado, what do we need today? Let's call all the angels, the highest angels. Thank you. All our spirit guides, our higher selves. Thank you. Everybody that we love to talk to, you know, our loved ones that have passed, literally anybody. Thank you for being here. Everybody that is a good intention only for the highest good of all. Thank you. Once again, I invite you to ask questions. If you want, if you need anything, just put it in the comments. Um, and we'll see if I see it before I'm done or after. Thank you. hmm Well, okay, so this thing, get back to today. Today is very exceptional because today is the eclipse day, and it's the first of many eclipses in the Leo Aquarius axis. So I've heard somewhere, I think it was in the Pontero. Anyway, he's been saying that the first eclipse is where we become aware of what the cycle is going to be about for us. I thought that was pretty smart. And when you heard it or if you figured it out or channeled it himself, that was great. So um, basically, today is showing us what the next year and a half is going to be. Interesting. Um, on a let's just stay on the personal level. But yeah, it also, if you're talking about the whole world, then ouch, what a year and a half we're going to have. And I think that's what's very tense right now and might be scary for us because, I mean, if this is what it's going to be for a year and a half, it's going to be intense. It's going to be freaking intense. And I believe it. You better believe it too. Yes. So this was happening today, and it's squaring Uranus in at the end of Taurus. Yes. Yes. So it's interesting energy, to say the least. It certainly activates us a lot for the next 6 months to a year, I would say, and a year and a half. Yeah. So let's clear up the field. Let's clear up our personal field. 少々、少々、どんな茶、少々、そうそう、そう、さ、第二と、そうそう、そう、yeah. I'm releasing a little bit. Kyoto-shoko-toro-katara-katara-maki, Otana-koro-pushi-kara-katara-katana, Kura-mara, Kura-mara, Push-apa, Sha-push-tama, Pu-chi-kara-kuturu-manara, Ye, Shotu-dia-da-kara-yashi, Tiata, Kira-oro-kuchi-katara-manara, Ye, Tia-toro-kotoro-kotaya-shi, Turu-turu-manara-shi-au, Hayatiya-ro-mo-kishita-kata, Kuro-koro-kotiya-kana-kara-yashi. Saying try to have more fun, try to be into what you're doing every day right now. Let's take a big breath. More big and ground. minute here, maybe not a whole minute, but just a few seconds. Thank you, Spirit, for answering our prayers and supporting us every day. Thank you for helping us to reset every day. Thank you for teaching us about emotions and the solar plexus, communication. Thank you for teaching us something else than mental clarity. Thank you for showing us that the people in our lives are precious and that is what is important. The people and the pets. Thank you for showing us that coming back to the 0 point to ourselves is very important right now, to not make decisions based on feelings. Kiato shiktara kura kitara ma. Kiatura shiktara ma ya kira kutura ma. Shikturo kira ma ya kia kuturo kutara ma. Yes, this morning is a little bit tough for everybody, and we're still here. We're still present. We're still showing up, and we're still trying to figure out what we can do for the world, don't we? Every day. And I think we should be proud of ourselves for trying over and over and for doing it over and over. And to remind ourselves that every day is important and vital and full of meaning and information, and that whatever, however the energy feels for today or this week, that we can be in neutrality and we can trust ourselves to be able to navigate everything that comes to us, to let go of the things we cannot control, to take care of our businesses, to make sure that we're 100% present to the loved ones around us in all interactions. That's kind of that's important. It's tough. It's hard, but it's important. We kind of always like push that to later, or like, I think a lot of people are just being present on holidays, if ever, even. Um, but I think life is asking more of us. It's asking to choose presence, you know. Kushiyatarakataraki, shukuturokotaraki. That's why dealing with the feelings and what happened at work, for example, and not putting it under the rug is super important to learn like a daily habit of dealing with all that stuff. To be like, oh, I interacted with that person today. Am I okay? Was this good? Or just not judging it like good or bad, but what I mean is that like, oh, is it staying or sticking to you? And if it is, well, why? Or just say you're letting it go, cutting that cord. I don't think as a human species now we're used to caring about interaction like this, um, being like we're all connected and everything is affecting us and others. And I don't think we're like used to caring about this. And people like they walk around holding like all these cords everywhere on their bodies and like these burdens on their shoulders. And um, it's kind of horrible. So I'm here to say this to humanity. I mean, I'm not the only one, but I mean to say this. Um, we can walk freely in life. We don't have to hold all this stuff that we don't know we're holding. And the first step towards liberation is to realize that these things can be created every day, but we have a whole life and past lives of these burdens that we can release. And if you're not able to do that, then not everybody can do that. That's not what I meant. And if you haven't done it, if you haven't done the work, then you can't really be present because all your baggage is blocking the presence. Your consciousness is failed. Oops, you're not awakened. You're not, you know, you're incapacitated basically. It's not you talking or listening, it's entities. So yeah, this is very important. And please let me know if you want to learn more about. I mean, yeah, questions asked and shall have answers, I guess. Well, thank you for everything. Thank you for answering our prayers. Thank you for supporting us every day. And I believe that we are done for today. Thank you for being here and watching. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.